to share donuts. Okay, a new video started. So when I try to share donuts with I try to share donuts with who was that? I try to share donuts with on a field trip when I was in seventh grade, and they had Mackenzie's and donuts. I miss those days when donuts used to be like a quarter. And shucks, nowadays donuts will probably be like $1.50 for one donut. I'm like, how did inflation and time go? Like, wow, almost $2 for one donut these days, and not even a fancy one, just a regular glazed donut. But I used to eat like that when I was younger. We're from New Orleans, so they would have like donuts and pastries and beignets and stuff. But being a New Orleans native, I mean, throughout my life, beignets was something seldom I got to eat. The foster mom wasn't too crazy about getting us beignets all the time, but the biological brother Mark and Wyatt and the foster sister Jonah used to laugh and make fun of Mary's Bakery in the neighborhood on Lafayette Street in fake Gretna. And they used to, like, I don't know why they used to laugh and say that the donuts were stale and old when they would get up at 5 o'clock and the shop would open at 5 o'clock in the morning, and the donuts used to be fresh and hot. The donuts used to be very hot, and they used to make them, I guess from scratch. And so one good thing about New Orleans, my hometown, is you can find like certain places to eat. You don't have to always be downtown with the fancy expensive stuff. And through personal experience, and other people say too, that go out in the hood. That's where the real good food is at. Like, but if downtown, those doggone restaurants is for the rich tourists. You gotta go in the like the doggone dangerous neighborhoods. That's where all the cheaper, food that would taste good but it's cheaper. Like, you can get a whole filling breakfast. I don't know if the prices changed from the past 3 or 4 years, but you can get you a whole filling breakfast for $2. Grits, eggs, toast, and sausage for like $2. And in New Orleans, they don't say $2. They say $2. $2. They say $2. Yay! That's how they talk. I felt like I missed my hometown and just wanted to visit, but I'm not ready to go and live back out there. But I was like, I'm not ready to go back and live back out there. But I miss cooking, and yeah, I mean, it's like people were so cruel to me. The idea of people want to talk about me being retarded, mentally retarded, off and slow and stuff. They want to try to make it like as if I'm greedy just for buying food and even sharing it with others. And if I don't even get a bite myself, oh, you're still greedy. Like the situation that happened at the track meet when I was in ninth grade. I got called greedy for sharing the food with other people. I mean, the other students and stuff. You know, sharing snacks with other people, and narcissistic abusers. Yama said narcissistic abusers. They were making like as if for you to share food with other people, with your peers, or for you to share food is inappropriate behavior, or for you to shake hands with or hug people, or I used to be outgoing and social, but everything I do or say is inappropriate behavior. So it's like I didn't start to become shy until like high school, or that's when I started to withdraw and start to be like more shy and an introvert. as a result of, me trying. I used to be an extrovert, like being like, you know, trying to be friendly and outgoing, and then I used to get taken advantage of, and people, instead of, you know me being, you know punished for being, I mean, instead of them getting punished for taking advantage of me, the teachers used to punish me for, quote unquote, buying friendship. So I wouldn't even have to kiss anyone's ass or try to make them be my friend or nothing. It's just that they would see me and be like, bully me for like, give me 50 cents, give me 50 cents. Oh, or something like that. Give me $1. Give me $1. Give me 50 cents. Like, they don't say 50 cents in New Orleans. They say, give me 50 cents. So they would bully me and demand money out of me that I didn't have. And, you know, and so then, oh, you're buying friendship, or you're being greedy, or whatever. It's just, so, and then, oh man, I don't know why I have this painful pressure that shooting between the back of my head and the left side of my ear, and all the way up the top of my head and everywhere, uh, so yeah, I mean, I gotta get my mind together, but it's like, I didn't realize growing up, people were raising their kids and the grandkids, people were raising kids wrong. We weren't, like, nobody nowadays I'm not gonna say nobody. It's very few people here in America that's actually like raising their kids biblically. So I mean, so, oh man, yeah. So I mean, and then they have these people who have these, like, they twist the Bible and have bizarre opinions or bizarre viewpoints about the Bible and swear it's the truth. Or they, like, these bizarre, weird interpretations of the Bible. And that's why I feel like I don't even listen to pastors or preachers no more. And I just read the Bible. I don't listen to pastors or preachers no more. I just read the Bible for myself, or listen to it for myself. I don't want anybody else trying to pollute my mind with their own ideas and interpretations of the Bible. But I know the Bible says, forsake not assembling, and where there are two or three gathered in my name, there am I in the midst, So, I mean, but there's so many people who got the Bible twisted, you know. But I don't know though. I'm having, like, feeling nervous and having mixed feelings about, what's supposed to happen, possibly happen this coming week. I'll give it a shot, but I'm just so scared though. And people want to make it like, oh, I'm separating myself from you because you can't walk around scared all the time. But I mean, I hear about what happened to other professed targets and stuff like that, and but I mean, I'm familiar with my hometown. So if it's more than one target, I try to tell myself, well, y'all, I mean, I'm hoping I can feel safe, but then again, the crime is so bad in New Orleans that you every day you hear about carjackings, car thefts. The crime is just it's just really bad out there. Like bad, even in 2017, people were like, why you even came back to New Orleans? Why? Why would you come back and all this crime and everything? This is really bad out here. Don't come back down here. It's really bad. So, and no matter what, even in Metairie, crime is so bad. I'm like, what? I thought Metairie was the rich and safe areas. One of the rich and safe areas, but nobody's safe. Everybody getting doggone shot and killed. And they call it NORAC. But, downtown New Orleans, like even on Canal Street or whatever in the French Quarter and stuff, I mean, I got condemned, like, after dealing with being homeless for a couple of nights and dealing with Covenant House and all that. I had the fake foster mom and other narcissistic abusers. Fuck y'all for making it like as if I don't have a right to call nobody a narcissistic abuser. So yeah, other narcissistic abusers, try to tell me, try to bully, harass, and lecture me, say, keep going on them quarters, you hear? Keep going in that French Quarter, you hear? That's another way of saying don't go in the French Quarter. So I've been avoiding the French Quarter almost pretty much like the plague, unless it would be try to get a job, So I stay away from Bourbon Street. I don't party. I never did. I don't drink. I never did. I don't go to clubs. I don't go to bars, really. The biological sister Ramona tried to drag me to this bar and that bar a few times. I just stay to myself, and people think I'm strange because I'm 38 years old and didn't have much an adult life to live. Living that grown life, forced to live like a child, because I would get condemned by family members if I try to drink something alcoholic. So I just stay away from it. Look, when I was 22 years old, and the foster mom wouldn't allow me to drink coffee, y'all. So till this day, I stay away from coffee. I don't drink coffee nowadays. I don't drink coffee. Or I try to stay away from caffeine or caffeinated drinks and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, it's like, when living with other people, it seems like, me feeling nervous and not knowing what to expect or what rules they might have for me, or just how things are gonna be, who the neighbors might be, who the hell is gonna be perping and abusing me. And but another thing before I go, have I been talking for okay. Somebody who said that they're targeted individuals. Why do they make it like if you're homeless on the streets and penniless and being heavily targeted, it's like the lower state you're in, that's the more heavily targeted you are. It seems like it's the broker and more homeless you are, then you get the more heavily targeted. But it seems like people who claim to have a roof over their head and have a car and a job, it seems like, well, life seems like it's going well for y'all. But how is it a person who's homeless on the streets and being denied restaurants and convenience stores, being denied service at places, and forced to starve and not allowed to go anywhere, and not allowed to go to any place of business? How is it that if they deny you service and stuff, and you show that on film, and you're a homeless TI with nothing, and then they'll make a fake TI perps will reverse it on you and lie and say that you're the agent that's being paid to discredit the TI community and make the TI community look crazy, or that you're the one who's the paid actor. Like, and it's like they're the ones trying to discredit you. Or they'll try to say that the voice to skull is fake, or remote neural monitoring, that, oh, people who talking about voice to skull and remote neural monitoring, oh, they're paid fake agents. No, we exposing the truth. You're the paid fake agent paid to discredit. So if somebody's homeless on the streets, dirty and down and out, haven't been able to take a shower, haven't been able to eat, I don't know how long, and they still got the willpower to fight to live, and then they're being discredited and being falsely accused of being a paid agent. Y'all got everything twisted. So everybody wants you to, all the popular fakes want you to shut up and ignore now. And those are the main ones who say, Candy, you're not chosen. But fuck your opinion. You know, I'm the one who's going through this and you're not. So if you're not going through this, who the hell are you to tell me, you know? And then they'll lie and say that they're the most heavily targeted. I'm like, okay, where's your proof? Oh, I don't talk about my targeting because I don't want to give them any glory. Well, don't call me fake then. So the ones who are still showing that they're targeting nowadays, they're being more heavily targeted. And then it seems like as if they compromise and they sell out by they sell out by the fact that they quit doing videos, and then they said, well, I quit, I don't do videos as much, and so now I'm not being targeted as much. And I'm like, well, that's a coincidence. But me, I feel like when I put the camera away, they target me more heavily. So as I said, something happened with the TI community. I was sad. I'm not going to even go into detail with anything at all because I want to just stay out of it. But I'll just say it like this. I just heard that there was feuding on Twitter, within the so-called, TI community, with targets arguing with each other and stuff. I always getting into it with, with people, me, but I don't try to stick my nose in other people's business or their affairs. But yeah, I can see the narcissistic online perps being like, yeah, Candy, stay out of everybody else's drama because she's so busy creating her own. Ha ha ha. But I'm not out to start or create no drama. I talk about people, being abusive and doing me dirty. Me. I don't try to, stick my nose in other people's affairs. Not intentionally, So I mean, it's like I don't want to be sticking my nose in something that I don't know nothing about. So I just stick with my own business. But I feel like people would try to tell me narcissistic abusers make it like as if I'm wrong for exposing them. And then they want to try to frighten and scare you and bully you and try to intimidate you and then tell you shouldn't walk around scared. But then they only want you to afraid of them. And they want you to try to make you learn your lesson. And it's like they really, I mean, people have this, Candy know not to fuck with me kind of mentality. That's like a ghetto narcissistic abuser trying to talk like that, So if I'm supposed to know not to mess with nobody, and so it means to mess with you, or because I said that you try to take advantage of me, or if I say that you yelled at me or were rude to me or something like that, or you bullied me, or you forcefully order me to get rid of my storage unit or something, or if you tell me stop eating donuts. Shucks, well, I don't eat donuts that much anymore anyway. I don't even like the diet that I try to not sound ungrateful, but I'm tired of eating microwave food every day. I miss the stove and cooking, real cooking. But I heard that electric stove is kind of not all that healthy for you anyway, either. Because I heard that the healthiest is like an old fashioned, like the gas stove. But then again, those chemicals from the gas stove is bad though. But I see in foreign countries people cooking, and it's like they go out in the village and set some logs on fire and put like an old pot on there, and then put some cooking oil, and then just start cooking over a fresh old fashioned fire out in the village. And I'm amazed. It takes up more work and more time, but I guess they're used to that life, the lifestyle, the village life, pretty much. It's interesting and fascinating than, just throwing something in the microwave and it don't even taste that good. I have been trying to avoid microwaves for years, but I got no choice in this motel. But I felt like I wanted to just break away from microwave and canned food all the time. But, I'm hoping to get back on my feet. If I get help, I'm hoping I can get back on my feet as soon as possible. As soon as possible. And get on my own. It seemed like I couldn't even get me a place here. It's like I couldn't even get me a place here in Pensacola. It seemed like as if they were still. I guess it might have to work out like that if I go stay by somebody and live with them for a little while. Probably if I can get a work at home job and then build up and then get my own place. But I was, I'm like, well, I could stay out here if somebody could have, if I could have had a reliable car donated to me, and I could be doing like DoorDash or something or whatever, but or doing the packages like Amazon Flex or Instacart or something like that. But I don't know. So it's like I'm just I mean I just and one thing it seemed like is if like I'm just I want to be able to get to work on some writing today. Like I felt like I need adequate sleep in order to be able to work on a big stuff like excuse me like a big novel or a big fiction ebook, in which my big fiction ebook I keep telling myself I need to just start all over again from scratch. And I thought about writing a big novel, like a big fiction novel, another one, an additional one, a big fiction novel on the themes of narcissistic abuse, Christianity, cults, mind control, gang stalking, being a targeted individual, being hit with directed energy weapons, just, I mean, everything rolled into one. Like like those kinds of themes. And so, it seems like as if people want to make sure that my writings are ignored. Like I don't have much of really any recognition or anything like that. And they want to make sure that I'm suppressed. But then again, I just want to stay in my own lane with my writing and and just do everything solo by myself. But it seems like a narcissistic abuser would try to swoop in and try to be like, well, your way of doing things is not working, and you would not even, a narc who think they're smarter than you, they'll say that your way is not working. So, I can show you how to make more money. And then the only way is they'll try to make it like you got to sell out. And I'm not trying to do that. And so then I get into an argument with a narcissistic abuser who would try to swoop in and try to control and overtake my blog, or try to rearrange my blog and my short stories and try to redo them and try to make me and yell at me like a child and make me redo my short stories all over again to their approval. And it's like, you stay away from me. And then there'll be an aggressive, abusive monster bully to try to change around and that's like with running a business. And I've talked about that before too. Now I wouldn't want nobody, trying to run a business, if you swoop in and try to control everything. You swoop in and try to control, and then before I know it, you take over against my will and against my consent. And then how does my blog become your blog? And then you switch the password or something, and then all of a sudden I don't have access to my email or my blog, and then you can hack and do what the hell you want. That's why I can't trust no damn body. And then people tell me I'm wrong for trying to be careful, or they try to say you need. I mean, maybe I mean, and it's like people making like as if I'm being sinful by being scared or cautious about things. So it's like if I'm scared about if I'm scared about potential danger, but they want to try to bully and frighten you into submission and obedience and fear. I mean, I don't know if that came out right, but you get what I'm trying to say. But I want to work on more writing projects. And what the hell, me being a homeless female on the streets, writing blog posts, and homeless female on the streets, writing short stories and just getting nowhere, getting no support, no nothing at all. As I said, hardly anybody paid much attention to my blog, and if they do, it's the obsessed online perps who want act like they think they got the authority to monitor and control everything. They think they're all big and bad and tough and tough and rough and everything, and puff themselves up. And then if they find out I said something about them, you said something about me on your blog. You said something about me on your blog. Well, stop bullying me online then, and I won't have to expose you, bastard. And I'm not smear campaigning you. It's the truth. What I said, I got screenshots of what you did, exactly what you said, bitch. Sorry for cussing so much. So, yeah, I feel like I want nothing to do with narcissistic abusers. Even if they're not perps. Stop yelling at me. Stop thinking that you got authority over me. Stop trying to think you're smarter than me. And, they act like as if they delusionally believe that they're, God incarnate or something. They act like as if they can be a new and improved and better version of the real God, yet claim to say that they, you know, say that they're Christian, and then they act like they think they have God's authority to try to walk around just rebuking people and issuing out punishments. And that's all they live for, is to go around rebuking and trying to trying to correct and rearrange everybody when their lives ain't that perfect. And if you go to church on a Sunday and you see a preacher who's always angry and yelling, and you wonder why they're always mad and yelling behind the pulpit, it's like fear-based mind control, a narcissistic, an abusive narcissistic fake church pastor or reverend who try to make you scared, and then they use neuro-linguistic programming to lull you to sleep, and then they throw a big fake tantrum to yell at you and wonder why the whole church is dozed off, because you're hypnotizing everybody, bastard. You're hypnotizing people. So, that's another reason why I stay away from these churches nowadays. But I guess that might be part of the mind control, that, if they throw up those satanic hand signs and lull you to sleep, or play certain fake CCM Christian contemporary music that will make you cry or get emotional or make you fall asleep, and then, and they do the fake preaching, and then you doze off and fall asleep, and then it's like they throw a tantrum big enough that they'll flip the whole damn church over. They'll flip the whole church upside down, getting mad and yelling and throwing things and having tantrums. And everybody just scared, but then they idolize and worship this pastor, and you're not allowed to, you're not allowed to speak up or question anything. That's like a cult. So, oh man, this pain. So, I wish I could give me some more sleep. I know the space is running out on my phone. I had a good talk with y'all today, but I'm gonna try to work on some writing. I'm gonna eat and take a bath, and I'm gonna eat and take a bath and stuff, and work on my writing. I got it, so this morning I'm gonna have me. I drank enough, I guess, liquids yesterday, but I didn't drink enough